If you'd like to help us out, you can go to patreon.com/7lamb. That's the number 7 LAMB. And you can donate as little as $1 a month, and it all goes to helping us create podcasts such as this one. Once again, that's patreon.com/7lamb, the number 7 LAMB. Thanks. Seven Lamb Productions presents to you End of All Hope. Season 2, Episode 12, Alternate Routes.
We continued west. Another day had passed and we slept parked on the side of the road. We slept in shifts, scrunched in the car. The next morning we hit a large bridge that was blocked with cars.
Holy shit, that's the Mississippi.
How do you know?
There's a sign.
Oh, okay. I thought for a moment you just recognized it from sight.
Yeah, I know my rivers.
I've never seen the Mississippi.
No time to sightsee, let's find a way across.
Can we make it across?
Gonna test it out.
Ambridge pulled the car up and we weaved between the empty vehicles. At one point, Ambridge had to nudge a Prius out of the way. In the center of the bridge, a bunch of motorcycles lay abandoned. Harris and I got out and moved them aside. Ambridge pulled through and we climbed back in.
Hey, do you guys hear that?
Is that a boat?
I don't think so.
That definitely wasn't a boat.
Let's hurry.
I looked behind us and something caught my eye outside. Look! Ambridge stopped the car. Out the window we could see thrashers making their way to the water's edge. We were up so high they couldn't see us, but Ambridge decided to keep the car still. The creature stood at the edge of the water, sniffing it, and one by one, they jumped in. The large beast swam across. They must have been strong swimmers because the water barely moved them.
Look how many.
More and more came out of the brush. There had to be about 70 of them. Where do you think they're coming from?
Could be anywhere. Those things didn't stay in the big cities.
So, they travel in groups like the Shriekers?
That's pretty scary. Hey, what are you doing?
I climbed out and over to the edge of the bridge. I looked down as they glided through the water. They didn't have long tails, but they reminded me of crocodiles.
Jay, get back in the car.
For some reason, my nervousness had subsided. I wasn't scared. I was fascinated. It was like at Gatorland, when you stand on the docks peering into the dark alligator-infested waters below. I knew they couldn't hurt me being so far away.
Jay!
I got back in the car. Wherever they're from, must have water.
You think so?
They swim effortlessly.
Maybe they're just fast learners.
I think they're used to it. They know it. If their planet had water, then they must need it.
Were they drinking?
Couldn't tell.
Who cares? Let's go.
You want me to go now? Maybe we should wait till they pass.
Oh, I thought we would turn around.
Should we?
We waited as the thrashers made their way to the other side, which was Arkansas. I could see the welcome sign from here.
There's that sound again.
The creatures disappeared into the woods. 2 minutes later, they were climbing onto the highway and making their way across. Once they all disappeared again, we all relaxed.
I guess we should turn around.
We made our way south, and the highway eventually took us into Louisiana. We didn't realize we were so far south, but the roads were relatively clear. We actually saw several cars driving on the road. We passed a few, and the people waved at us.
Haven't seen many people on the road lately.
We need to find another route. We're going the opposite direction of Denver. We need to head north.
It's not easy.
When the sun started going down, we tried looking for a good spot to stop for the night.
There's that sound again.
It has to be one of those ships, right?
We took a side road and drove past a row of multicolored homes.
Hey, look!
In the sky, we saw one of those large ships gliding by. Ambridge stopped the car.
Jesus, those things are menacing.
What's that?
Underneath the large ship was a tube-like structure. A strange blue mist was shooting out of it.
Is that smoke?
Doesn't look like it.
It's blue. The mist continued to shoot out as the ship passed. The ship had to be a couple miles away.
Do we turn around?
Turn around?
Find a different route, I mean. Do we really want to drive towards that thing?
It's moving through.
But it's dropping some sort of gas. That can't be good.
We'll never make it west if we keep diverting.
I agree. We've diverted too much already. Let's play it safe, though. It's almost dark. We'll find a place to rest up for the night, and we'll try it again in the morning.
I could see the worry in Ambridge's face. What could that be? If it was a gas, then we definitely didn't stand a chance. What if it was a poison? I shuddered at the thought. Ambridge pulled the car into a small alley.
I'm going to refill the tank.
We had 3 canisters of gas that we were able to take from the rec center. One was already empty.
Let's see what's on the menu for tonight. Okay, we have Slim Jims, cheese, apples, and dried bananas.
I'm not that hungry.
Really? I'm starving. What I wouldn't do for a steak right now. Oh, and a baked potato? Loaded? No chives. Fuck chives. You sure you don't want something? There's more in the trunk. Ravioli?
No, I'm okay.
We should stop and find more fuel.
We still have 2 left, right?
1.5, but we need to stay stocked.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So, what do we have?
Slim Jim, cheese, apple, and dried bananas.
What I wouldn't do for a steak.
That's what I said.
Harris handed Ambridge his food.
You're not eating?
Not hungry.
You okay?
Yeah. I wasn't sure why I wasn't hungry. I just wasn't. My mind kept drifting to the swimming thrashers. I was stuck on their movement, the ease for which they swam. Something just didn't sit right with me.
Loaded baked potato?
What?
What's your side dish with the steak?
Oh, of course. You have to have a potato with steak. Extra sour cream and butter.
Yeah, but no chives.
No, I'll take it all.
Ambridge and Harris finished eating as the sun disappeared over the horizon. We all sat and talked for a couple of hours while the sky grew darker.
I'll take first watch.
Works for me.
I nodded and lowered my seat. I wasn't tired, but I tried falling asleep. After about an hour, Harris was snoring, but I couldn't get comfortable. I sat up and saw Ambridge cleaning his handgun. Is that mine?
It's mine, but, yeah, it's the one I let you borrow.
Technically, you gave it to me.
Did I?
When I was going to head west by myself.
Oh, you're right.
But you can keep it for now.
How about I just let you borrow it?
That works.
So, can't sleep?
No, it's hard to get comfortable.
I feel the same way. Probably could have explored a bit and found an empty house, but that may have been more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, what if someone was still inside?
We'll have to make do.
How much longer do you think we have until we reach Denver?
Hard to say. Travel's been slow, and I didn't realize we were so far south. Really sucks not having GPS, but luckily it hasn't been too tough. Things could be a lot worse.
You may have spoke too soon.
That was far away.
You haven't seen anything?
Stray cat about 30 minutes ago. That's it.
Oh,
You sure you're okay? Been acting weird.
I'm fine.
Okay, well, I'm hoping we can hit Denver in a couple days. We should have headed north along the Mississippi River, but those things.
And all the blocked roads.
Still, it's making the trip longer than it should be. We're always going to run into something.
So, you think we should continue on?
Yeah, I think backtracking is pointless.
But that ship...
I say if we do run into anything that looks dangerous, we roll up the windows and push through. We heard that loud hum in Arkansas, too. So those ships are all over, dumping whatever that was.
Maybe it's nothing.
Fingers crossed. We may be able to avoid it by taking the highway a bit north, but navigating isn't easy. Without a map, we're just blindly making our way as best we can.
Ambridge was right. Traveling wasn't easy. How did Lois and Clark do it? We had roads, and we were still often trying to find the right path. I stayed up with Ambridge for a bit longer before trying once more to fall asleep. An hour later, I was finally able to drift off. At 5, Ambridge woke Harris and I. He had let us sleep longer than usual.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I'm up. Anything to report?
Heard a few gunshots and a shrieker. It was far off.
Switch?
Yeah.
Ambridge and Harris switched spots, just in case we had to drive off in a hurry. Ambridge got comfortable in the back seat. He was a tall guy, so he was forced to scrunch his legs against the door.
Hey, if you want to get some more sleep, feel free. I'll stay up.
I'm okay. I stayed up with Harris until the sun came up. Ambridge awoke to the bright light on his own.
Alright, let's go.
You only slept 3 hours.
I'm good.
Want me to drive?
If you want.
We tried taking some roads north, avoiding all the problem areas. We passed several groups of people on the side of the road, an overturned cement truck, an area that looked like a war zone with smoldering car frames and large craters. We passed through a small town where several dead bodies littered the street. When we passed into Texas, Harris slowed the car, eventually stopping. "What are you doing?"
What the hell is that?
Ahead of us, there were hundreds of cars in the middle of the street, and along the side of the road. On top of them, and all over the ground, was a blue-green slime. It covered the area for miles.
Holy shit. Was that what the ships were spewing out?
What is it?
It looks interesting.
Interesting. Should we roll up the windows? What if that shit's poisonous?
Fuck. It's always something.
Doesn't help that there are cars littering the street. This won't be easy to get through.
What do you guys want to do?
But before I could answer, I saw something in the rearview mirror. It was a man. He had a torn and bloodied shirt. "Hey!" We all turned around to see him running towards us. Ambridge grabbed his gun, and Harris did the same. But the man ran past, not even acknowledging us. He ran through the blue-green slime, kicking it up as he disappeared behind a row of cars. He had left a trail of footprints in the gunk. Oh, shit.
Harris, get us out of here.
End of All Hope. Written by Robert M. Lamb. Edited by William Lightfoot. Starring Adam Jetmore as Jay, Jack Austin as Ambridge, Ryan Wiggs as Harris. Co-starring Jabrina Cooper and Reed Kreiner. Music provided by Eldritch T'Challa at ReverbNation.com/NemesisBlack. Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com, and Dylan Mixer at DMixMusic.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to rate and review. Visit www.sevenlamb.com for more podcasts such as this one. This has been a Seven Lamb production.